He changes formation to a 4-3-3, and he makes 4 alterations from what was a 3-1 defeat against Vancouver Whitecaps to, on the other end of things, for Brett Utley, it is 3 changes from an Austin side that fell to Minnesota a week ago. And you look at this squad, no Ruben Bonachera as well as Peter Grogan, both out on red card suspension. So Jorge Alastue, usually a creative 10, steps into that center forward role. Micah Burton is also back into the side. A welcome return for him. Well, we are just about set to get things underway here from Starfire Sports Complex in Tukwila, Washington. Sam Goldfarb bringing you all of the action here tonight. It will be Tacoma in their classic home strips, the dark gray with the accents going from left to right. Austin in the away kits, the white with the green stripes going from right to left. And we are underway here from Tukwila. It is a major clash below the Western Conference playoff line. Still trying to fully decipher why they've conceded so many goals. It says when you look at their XGA, their expected goals against over the course of the season, it's just around 38, 39 goals. This team's conceded 59, and he said, trying to figure out whether that's an instance of teams getting luckier or just taking their chances better against us, or there's an underlying systemic issue. Petter curls it towards goal. Just parried wide. Charlie Farrar did see it the entire way. And that is something Tacoma does not struggle with. Throwing numbers forward and creating chances. Team with 52 goals on the year, and Rafferty Petter was mere inches away from making it 53. Aiming for that bottom left, and Charlie Farrar, the 23-year-old, to his credit, read it to perfection. Corner taken short. Chow drags it in. Now Petter. Here's Kingston. Follow-up cross towards Yamada. Farrar watches it sail wide. Alastue drives it low. Stabbed away before it can reach anyone in a dangerous spot. On the other side for Austin, back-to-back 1-0 defeats entering the evening. A side that now is flirting with a 200-minute goal drought in league play. Can they rectify it here tonight is the question. Torres scoops it up on the edge of the area. A low cross towards Danchutu. Castro is just equal to it. Promising chance this. And it's Danchutu's persistence that allows him to create the havoc. Lopez's boot in the end. Either way, Castro in the right place at the right time and reacted quickly. Alastue. Danchutu wide open, curls it for goal. Just over the bar. Once again, Austin continuing to twist the screws. And another glaring chance. No one able to close down Danchutu in time, but has to take that extra second to try and alter his body weight. And I think that's what causes him to get underneath it. Leans back far too much in that effort as well. Austin is starting to calibrate going forward. You can see it. We've got Tacoma out of sorts at the minute. Sukanome. When talking to both coaches, they've alluded that there is a slight rivalry that has brewed between these two clubs. Of course, first and only meeting between these two sides in their particular renditions, but teams that are an even 2-2 all-time against each other since they met for the first time in Next Pro in 2023. Of course, Tacoma prior to that, a fixture in the USL ranks. But in 2023, met in the Western Conference semifinals, a 1-0 affair in which Austin prevailed on their way to what was a league title in their inaugural season. Of course, last season, a bit more troublesome for the Verde and Black, and they fell 3-1 in the only meeting against Tacoma. So it sets the stage for a fixture with a bit of history in its fledgling stages still. Here's Danchutu. Driving it low and perhaps caught between two minds. Loose from Jiao. Sukunome loses out. Played forward, Burton cuts it across to Barrow, and there's the opener. A lovely goal from Austin, and they lead on 30 minutes. They lead with this sensational team goal. You see Burton play it across, Chacabaro continues his run and finishes with some comfort. The 23-year-old making it 1-0 to Austin. It is a Tacoma side that has reached the playoffs in all three of its previous seasons in MLS Next Pro. Last season, reaching the Western Conference semifinals. A strong campaign in which they posted the joint most goals in the league. That streak may be fading. Petter trying from afar and parried wide. Farrar equal to it. But that is much better from Tacoma. And you see Rafferty Petter asking the questions. Well, no one picks him up, and he just has a pop. I think he was trying to drag it towards the near post, and maybe didn't pull it far enough. Danchutu doesn't keep in play, and there is the halftime whistle. Relatively cagey affair, but Chacabaro's 30th minute tally has Austin in front narrowly at intermission. In this key 6-pointer, our score at the half is Tacoma 0, Austin 1. A major inflection point in both of these sides' seasons. The question is, who will leave here with their playoff hopes intact? Well, effective they have been, especially in transitional moments. Thomas. Former two-time All-ACC selection at UNC. And here he is again. Outside of the boot, cross towards Torres. Falls for Danchutu. But only as far as Thomas. Now the cross comes back in, an excellent stop. Castro from point-blank range, and Austin still unable to double that advantage. Alaswe, denied moments ago. Moreno. Falls for Burton. Cuts it across to Alaswe. Took a deflection, and one that was rather fortunate for Tacoma. Just an Austin corner. Well, the Verde and Black are all over Tacoma. Menacing ball this. Right into the path of Alaswe, who heads it directly at Castro. And then moments later, once again, Alaswe denied, this time by the deflection. Yamada tracking over, and Tacoma just about able to avoid that second goal from flying in. They've left Jacob Castro on an island twice and just about negotiated out of it. Chances not quite lost yet for the Verde and Black, though. Micah Burton stands over this. Second ever Academy player to sign a homegrown with Austin. Driven to the back post. Saved again by Castro. Yet another point-blank denial. This one, to be fair, is right at Castro. Taken within swing again. This time Yamada first to it. Referee will wave over to the substitutes. Rafferty Petter makes way. Gomez, this is well worked by Tacoma. Chips the cross towards Corey, just headed wide. The Lebanese international was mere inches away from leveling things. He floats it wide. And now options surging forward for Tacoma. It's an inviting cross, but one that is right at Farrar in the end. Tacoma right now staring the prospect of a fourth consecutive defeat and a fifth consecutive match winless in the face. Farrar nearly put himself in danger. Here's Kingston. Dodzy. Falls for Kingston! That would have been one for the cameras, and he didn't miss by much. What a chance this is. Farrar, for starters, puts himself in a perilous place and just has to clear it as far away as possible. This allows Kingston to manufacture the build-up, and he had the goal at his mercy. Just overcooks it. Two changes for Austin. Chuy Moreno is out. He is replaced by Daniel Cheshla in a like-for-like change. Cheshla a bit more experienced. Meanwhile, Micah Burton has also left the action. Here's Corey. Has space to shoot, and he finishes! The super sub converts and levels proceedings with 15 to play. Sukanome playing it forward to Corey. He has the one-on-one matchup, forced wide and still manages to just pick out that top right. Does take a hop off of Farrar. The experienced Jackson Corey brought in the offseason to provide that infusion of professionalism. He has popped up at a major moment for Defiance. Torres plays it in, falls for a lost way. What a response! It is instant, and Austin is right back in front. What a retort this is. Torres plays it on, and a lost way dispatches with so much clinical finishing ability. An eighth of the year, and he makes it 2-1 less than a minute after Tacoma equalized. Someone who's featured in USL and MLS Next Pro throughout his career. Avila tries for goal, just narrowly wide. He had a Barca and options with him, and he did not miss by much. What a chance this is. Chris Avila. It looked like the angle was too tight for him. He nearly proved everyone wrong. Just whiskers wide of the far post. That was not Kingston's finest delivery by any means. We are beyond the added 4. And there is the final whistle. Austin with the instant response after conceding the equalizer, and they secure a hard-fought 2-1 victory